What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another NFL playoff picks video, live stream, whatever you want to call it. And these are my picks for the divisional round of the 2020 NFL playoffs. Now, I'll say this, that wild card round did not disappoint whatsoever. Every game was close and intense. I wasn't just sitting here like this, like, dang, can this game end already? I was almost like at the edge of my seat, man. I mean, it was crazy. Did you hear Cavs are interested? Yeah, I heard about that. I don't think it's going to happen, but I mean, I've seen everything else happen, so I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. Drummond, I think they could have Kevin Love and maybe even Colin Sexton in there. Oh yeah, I could see it. I wouldn't imagine that. We get Andre Drummond. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it at all. But anyways, so what's going on? Sports talk. Drummond to Cleveland for a first rounder and Osman maybe plus Windler. I don't know. I think we're probably going to be asking for stuff too, but I don't know what we'd give up to get Drummond. But anyways, let's talk about football because this is a football stream, okay? If that thing does happen, though, you know I'm making a video about it. Oh, hell yeah. I'm not going to make a video about it right now because I don't want to, jinx everything. I mean, I've been known to jinx stuff. Not to mention, I don't really care about the Cavs right now. They're not very good. I'm still watching them. I don't even know when my next Cavs stream will be. I guess it'll be when I have time, maybe when football season's over. But, yeah, let's get on with these picks, shall we? And, yes, I will give you guys the Bovada betting lines for all you bettors out there. Always remember to bet responsibly. Don't go too crazy with it. I know it's addicting, but you can, resist the urge to just splurge all your money on freaking bets. If I had a motto for gambling and stuff, it's resist the urge to splurge. But anyways, starting us off on Saturday, 4:35 p.m., we got the San Francisco 49ers hosting the Minnesota Vikings. Speaking of which, I'm watching the Vikings-Saints game on NFL Network right now. That game was insane. But, Minnesota, as you know, escaped with their lives against the Saints. I guess you could say there was a missed PI call on that last play in overtime. But, Saints keep getting hosed. It's what's been going on over the past couple of years. And for those who don't know, that was the third year in a row where the Saints got beat on a last play, on a final play of the game. Of course, 2 years ago, you had Diggs with the Minneapolis Miracle. Last year was the game-winning field goal in overtime against the Rams. And then you had this one, and the last two have happened at home. And now they're going to San Francisco. I'm talking about the Vikings, of course. Vikings are heading to San Francisco. And if I'm being real here, I think San Francisco takes care of business. This ain't going to be a blowout, but it ain't going to necessarily be a game like last week. I think San Francisco would take control, and I think they're going to win rather comfortably, maybe by 2 touchdowns. Maybe they add a field goal late in the game. I think San Francisco takes over, and they will be heading to the NFC Championship game in their first playoff appearance since Harbaugh left. That's crazy, isn't it? First appearance since then, and you're freaking going to the NFC title game. And we'll find out their opponent later on. But then we talk about the AFC, and the nightcap for Saturday, 8:15 p.m. in Baltimore. We have the Tennessee Titans, who shocked everybody and beat the New England Patriots in Foxborough. Of course, it was highlighted by the fact that Mike Vrabel was trolling Bill Belichick by kind of pulling a Belichick-esque move and I guess taking a delay of game and then intentionally false starting, kind of a funky way to manage the clock, But, I know Bill Belichick wasn't too happy with that. I mean, it's funny. He loves it when he's doing it, but yet he hates it when it's going on against him. He's like, man, is this dude really doing that to me, man? Come on now. Come on. We're really going to do that now, man? Come on. Come on, Vrabel, man. Damn, man. Why you got to do that to me? Damn. Never forget when Belichick did that to the Jets, and the Jets literally declined both times. The ball didn't move back at all. It just stayed there. It was like 4th and 2. And Gase was just not having it. He's like, decline. No, you're staying right there. For real. But in this game, Tennessee-Baltimore, we all know Tennessee's key to victory here. Run Henry. Oh, Henry. I mean, Baltimore has a good run defense, and they're going to try to make Tannehill throw. They're going to try to make Tannehill beat him through the air. I mean, you got Corey Davis, you got A.J. Brown, but no, don't underestimate that Baltimore secondary. That Baltimore secondary is legit. But like I said, you got to beat him with, oh, Henry. I can't believe it. Man, this dude Chisel Adonis got me saying all kinds of different things now, man. It's crazy. Shout out to Chisel Adonis, by the way. I doubt he's watching this, but hey, you never know. But yeah, shout out to him. But I think Derrick Henry decides if the Titans win this game. If he goes crazy like he did last week, they could win this game. I mean, look at what Nick Chubb did to the Ravens earlier in the year. All Tennessee really has to do is kind of mimic that. Just shove Henry down their throat. Just keep running him. Patriots couldn't stop him. I mean, I think he could win them the game on his own if they really wanted him to, if they let him. But unfortunately, Titans fans, you're in Baltimore. That crowd is going to be like crazy. Not as crazy as San Fran. I mean, San Fran, they were hosting a playoff game for the first time since Candlestick. You know that crowd going to be lit. Baltimore, they're going to be crazy, but I think Tennessee may be able to shut them up a little bit. I could see Tennessee hanging in there until late in the game, maybe even having a chance to win it late at the end, but maybe they miss a field goal or something. But I got Baltimore advancing to the AFC title game. I think going to be very close, but yeah, I got Baltimore winning on Saturday night and advancing to the AFC title game. Of course, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I want to be wrong here. I want Tennessee to win. I think it'd be just awesome to watch Baltimore Ravens fans, talk all that crap all season. I mean, the last team to beat them was us when Chubb ran all over them. So how fitting would it be the next time you lose is to yet another team with a nasty running back? How about that? And don't sleep on that Tennessee Titans defense, though. I just don't know if they're going to be able to contain Lamar Jackson. I think the key is whoever, can make the opposing quarterback throw to beat them, I think that team wins. If the Titans can make Lamar try to beat them through the air, which that secondary ain't no joke in Tennessee, and they have a nice pass rush, too. Don't sleep on them either. If they can make Lamar try to beat them through the air, I think they have a chance. But if you got Lamar out here hitting the juke button and spin move, damn near teleporting on the freaking football field against you, yeah, you're not going to stand much of a chance because that dude is as slippery as any quarterback as I've ever seen. The only quarterback that I've seen who is possibly slipperier, if that's even a word, more evasive. Yeah, there you go. The only quarterback that I've seen who is probably more evasive than Lamar is Russell Wilson. And what do you know? He's in the freaking playoffs as well. I mean, you have Deshaun Watson, too. That dude, my God, that dude freaking pulled a Houdini. This dude pulled a Houdini on the Bills. Oh, my. The Bills, they have two defenders on him. And this dude's like, watch this. Whip. Hit him with a whip. I thought he was going to get sacked, and he just, weaseled his way through. It's like, did this dude just spin out of a sack? And then he completed a pass, and that essentially won him the game? Damn. I don't even know if that won him the game, but that was sick nonetheless. For real. But now, yeah, Baltimore's probably going to win. I think they could win by like 10 points. I think they ice it with or they seal it with a freaking field goal at the end, or something, maybe a touchdown at the end or whatever. But I got Baltimore winning. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Justin Tucker won on the game at the end too. But yeah, I got Baltimore winning regardless. And then moving on to the AFC title game. And then we go to Sunday. Speaking of Deshaun Watson, he and the Texans are going to Arrowhead to face the Chiefs. And of course, in case you guys did not hear it before, this is the first time since 2002 where we do not have a Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Big Ben, or Joe Flacco in the AFC divisional round. And we're going to have a new Super Bowl champion this year. Oh, yeah. We're going to have a new champion this year. And of the teams that are remaining, I believe there are 3 that currently have no Super Bowl trophies in their trophy case. Yeah, of course, Tennessee, Minnesota, and Houston. And of course, they're all on the road. Yeah. Of course, Tennessee was this close to winning one, but the greatest show on turf said, no. You're not winning one. 1 yard short. They were that close. Bruh. Oh, that sucks. But Kansas City, Houston, I know both cities have insane fan bases. Shout out Steven Rose. Of course, you got Chief Urag repping the Chiefs. Man, I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. That will set up Baltimore and Kansas City in the AFC championship game, which means we're either getting Lamar Jackson or Patty Mahomes in the freaking Super Bowl. Fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but I believe Lamar Jackson is from Florida. So it'd be kind of like a homecoming. I think he's even from the Miami area. I think. I'm not exactly sure. I just know he's from Florida. I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Yeah. Patty Mahomes against Lamar Jackson. Could you imagine if it's like Ryan Tannehill versus freaking like Deshaun Watson or something like that? Ryan freaking Tannehill. It's so funny, though. You look at the quarterbacks in the AFC, you have 3 of the upcoming rising stars in the AFC. Deshaun Watson, Patty Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. And then you have over in the corner over there, you have Ryan Tannehill. Bro. I guess you could even say the same thing about the NFC, too. You know? But I'll go to the second AFC game here in a minute. But yeah, I'm going to go Kansas City. So there's one matchup that I have going in the AFC title game. Let's find out who will be going in the NFC and facing off against San Francisco. We have Seattle and Green Bay. I know these guys got a pretty good history in the playoffs. Of course, a couple years ago, I believe it was when Seattle went to the Super Bowl, I think it was. That was a pretty big game in the Clink, CenturyLink. Yeah. And now they're going to Lambeau to face Aaron Rodgers. And this is going to be an intense game. This is a game that I think could go to overtime and probably even 2 overtimes. Imagine that. I'm going to be freaking streaming this one game until like 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, because this game is going to be as close as any game that is there. Because Green Bay actually has a defense now. And Seattle, well, I mean, yeah, they kind of did escape barely against freaking Josh McCown and a whole bunch of cashiers and freaking waiters. I almost said waitresses. No, waiters and freaking people who were working at Wawa, whatever the heck they got over there in Philadelphia around there. I almost said Walmart. I don't know if they have Walmarts over there. But you're facing a freaking like practice squad team in the Kansas City. Okay, damn it. Freaking Philadelphia. Oh my God. Bro, I am losing my mind right now. Talk all that time about Kansas City, and now I just can't stop thinking about them. But no, for real, we got Aaron Rodgers against Russell Wilson, 2 elite quarterbacks in the league today. someone's going to face Jimmy G in that nasty San Francisco 49ers defense. Of course, these two teams did play San Francisco earlier in the season. Of course, Seattle faced them twice because they're in the same division. But Green Bay faced them, and they got smacked. They got stomped. And you know what would be great? We saw what happened the last two times Seattle and San Fran played. Oh, yeah, we saw the last two times they played. First game went to overtime. They damn near tied. Freaking Russell Wilson led the game-winning drive. They nailed the game-winning field goal in San Fran / Santa Clara. And then week 17, the last time San Francisco played before this week, they escaped by literally an inch against Seattle. Seattle was damn near trying to win. I don't know why they took that freaking delay a game. I still question that to this day. It's like, why are you taking a delay a game? Like that's what are you doing? You were literally on the one. Really? Bro. Seriously, man, what was that? I don't know. But hey, that's the Seahawks for you. But now they're facing Green Bay. And as much as I would love to see Green Bay and San Francisco, which is low-key a rivalry too in the playoffs, I want to see San Fran and Seattle Part 3. I want to see the rubber match between these two teams with way more on the line now. It's funny. The last time those two teams played, the NFC West, and a big playoff spot was on the line. Now would be a chance to go to the NFC title game. Yeah, how about that? A chance to a Super Bowl. Yeah, a Super Bowl, even bigger. Oh my God. Could you imagine that? Seattle, San Francisco, Part 3 for a chance to go to Miami. Yes. That'd be nuts. Now, I don't even know who's going to win this game. But I'm actually going to go with Seattle. Sorry, Green Bay. I think you guys can win it. But I got Seattle winning just because I want to see freaking San Fran and Seattle Part 3. I want to see the rubber match with a chance to go to the Super Bowl on the line. Oh, yeah. Give me that all day. So that means in the title games, we're either going to be seeing Lamar Jackson / Patty Mahomes go up against either Jimmy G or Russell Wilson. We're either going to have two quarterbacks running around for like chickens with their heads cut off, Lamar and Russell, or we're going to have Patty Mahomes and Jimmy G. Okay. Could you imagine that? Patty Mahomes against Jimmy G? Like, okay. All right. I guess no matter what, we'd get a good Super Bowl out of it, right? Of course, I want Baltimore to freaking lose to Tennessee. I want to see how far the Titans can go. I just think it would be hilarious. Could you imagine if out of nowhere we get freaking Ryan Tannehill versus freaking Kirk Cousins? Could you imagine Ryan Tannehill versus Kirk Cousins in the Super Bowl? I don't know why I'm laughing because that could actually happen. You never know. The Vikings and the Titans could go on a run and we could legit see that. I'm pretty sure nobody wants to see that, but that would be hilarious. Ryan Tannehill versus Kirk Cousins. Honestly, if you're asking me, I kind of want to see the two hottest teams right now, man. I want to see freaking San Francisco and Baltimore go at it again in the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah. I want to see it again. Lamar versus Jimmy G. Two very good teams. These two teams, of course, faced off before earlier in the season. Baltimore, of course, I think they won. Yeah. I think Justin Tucker won them the game. But, yeah. Of course, so that means this week I got San Francisco, Baltimore, Kansas City, and Seattle. But, no matter what, I think we got 4 really, really good games this week. I don't see any blowouts unless, the Texans come out completely flat like they did last week. That might be the only game. Or Baltimore, Tennessee. I could even see San Francisco, Minnesota being a blowout. You never know with Kirk Cousins. Maybe San Fran just goes out there and just locks them up completely, shuts them out. It's possible. We could easily have 4 freaking blowouts if everything goes horribly. Or we could have 4 games that go into overtime that are edge of your seat crazy, freaking high scoring games and anything like that. I would love that. But yeah, I think we have 4 good games. But let's see what the comments are saying here real quick before I get to the bets. See what the betting lines are. 2-2 in playoff predictions. Nice. If we hire a head coach Saturday, when the opening presser would probably be freaking like Monday, I think, or Tuesday. Down to Saleh and McDaniels due to the fact I think it's going to be Stefanski and McDaniels because of the fact that DePodesta loves Stefanski, but we'll see what happens. Could go either way. Didn't shock me though. What? Who's the strongest QB in the league? I got Deshaun Watson. Good night, y'all, Seahawks Nation. What's up, Dre? Just imagine if we don't draft Justin Gilbert, we would be so much better. Yeah. I still don't even know why we freaking drafted that dude. I heard like we weren't even interested in him until like a few days before the draft. It's like, what? Stupid. The enemy? If we don't get Stefanski or McDaniels for some reason, the enemy would be really cool. Think about maybe hiring Saleh because Greg Williams helped us and Saleh has that same leadership and discipline. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. Tomorrow we got Schwartz interviewing. Everyone thinks that's going to be for the DC job. Some people actually think that we've already got something going with McDaniels and we just brought in Schwartz to be our DC maybe. I wouldn't mind it. Honestly, this is what I'm hearing if we get McDaniels as our coach. This is how the structure would be. So most likely, a head coach, of course, McDaniels. Offensive coordinator, Kevin O'Connell from the Redskins. I've heard from like Albert Breer that if we bring Daniels, that O'Connell will be coming here to be our OC. That'd be pretty cool. Defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz. And the special teams coordinator would remain Mike Prefer because I believe he and McDaniels were together in Denver. And then the GM would most likely be Ziegler. So we get some pretty interesting things coming up, and for all we know, the Browns could honestly schedule. I think the Browns have done scheduling interviews. I think the next time we schedule interviews will be for our coordinator jobs. Unless we've already found our coordinators. I mean, some of these interviews could have been just for that. But who knows? But anyways, here are the betting lines for the games this weekend. The Niners are 7-point favorites over the Vikings. Not really surprised. The Ravens are 9-point favorites over the Titans. The Texans are 9.5-point dogs to the Chiefs. Again, not really surprised. I could see the Texans keeping it really close. Oh, yeah. That should be a fun game. And then the Packers are 4-point favorites over the Seahawks. So according to Bovada, we're going to be getting a Niners-Packers NFC title game. And, of course, Chiefs and Ravens AFC title game. Ooh. That should be fun. It's so weird not seeing New England Patriots. And then get this. So today I look and apparently Bill Belichick didn't allow McDaniels to interview sooner because he would have interviewed probably yesterday or even today with us or whatever, but he was not allowed to because of exit interviews. I was wondering why we weren't pushed up, but it's because of that, exit interviews. So makes sense now. But a lot of people on Browns Twitter are saying that he's going to be our coach. It wouldn't surprise me if the Browns pulled a whoopsies and freaking hired some random guy like DeBall or something. I'm just going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just go through and I'm just going to go into this thing with the insight, with the thoughts of we're not going to hire him. It's too good to be true. Like, there's no way that our guy freaking fell to us. That never happens. Usually we have to go to our plan B or C. If McDaniels is our plan A, that's our guy. If he's our guy, lock him down. I know a lot of Browns fans on Twitter were kind of raging. It's like, why can't, push up the interview, push up the interview. Honestly, I think they would have. But Schwartz is interviewing tomorrow, and then Stefanski is interviewing on Thursday. You want to make sure you interview all of your guys. But I would have still pushed up McDaniels because you don't got to worry about anyone taking him. You don't want to wait too long because there's some pretty good guys out there who you could bring in as coordinators. Unless, like I said, maybe you've got like a handshake thing going with McDaniels and you're bringing in Schwartz to maybe, interview for DC. I think that'd be cool. But it's going to be real interesting to see what happens over these next 48 plus hours. Of course, if I hear anything else, I will make a video about it if it's video worthy. I'm not going to make a video about them interviewing, but when I hear that we have officially found our coach, like, oh yeah, when I see on my Twitter, when I go on my phone and I see Rappaport or somebody tweet, the Browns have come to an agreement with, let's be funny and say freaking Robert Saleh, I'm going to come on here right as the news breaks and I'm going to talk about it. And then probably like later that night, I will go live or whatever, depending on when it is. Knowing the Browns, they going to be freaking savage, and they're going to announce this thing while I'm streaming a freaking football game. Now, of course, I've also said that they're going to try to have a coach hired by Saturday. So, hey, Jimmy D, if this is exactly how you're going to roll, could you do your boy a favor and have your guy hired officially before Saturday at 4:35 p.m., please? I know you're not going to do it late as that night. I mean, you freaking requested permission with Jim Schwartz freaking right about now yet last night, so who knows with these guys. But if you could, do it as soon as, I want it to be where McDaniels walks into that building, walks into the facility in Berea, walks into the HQ, and Haslam is there, and he walks him into that little meeting room, and he opens the door, and there's papers on the table, and it's his contract. He just walks over, and it's like, yeah, Mr. McDaniels, this is all a formality. You're going to be our head coach. We just got to decide on the staff and the dollars and everything. What if this meeting is just a formality? I mean, that's what it was with Ron Rivera and the Redskins. Essentially, it was a formality. I mean, there's something called back channels. Maybe they low-key have a handshake agreement. Because that's another thing. I'm just going to keep blabbering on. I don't even care. But legit, you ever notice how the Panthers and the Giants had interviews with McDaniels and they didn't even bother to interview him? McDaniels did not conduct one interview. How about that? Yeah, he had 3 teams interested in him. Giants, Panthers, Browns. Panthers got their guy. Giants got their guy. Now there's one guy left. I mean, he could also go back to New England. That's also a possibility. Wouldn't surprise me if Robert Kraft said, hey, Josh, you going to come back, right? Hey, you going to come back, right? Right, Josh? You going to come back, right? I can just picture Josh sitting there like, I don't know, man. Looking over at Cleveland. I like Baker Mayfield. Got a nice young squad. I think I'm ready to be a coach again. And Robert's like, bro, remember happy ending? It's like, bro, come on, get out of here with that. You nasty. Besides, you're a freaking criminal. Oh, Jimmy Haslam's a criminal too. Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go. But I think, in my opinion, it's down to 2 guys, Stefanski and McDaniels. It's ownership against Paul T. Podesta. Could you imagine being Stefanski? You're technically a finalist again for the second year in a row, and there's a good chance that you're going to get passed up again. Bro, it's like, oh my God. Imagine walking in there for the third time in 2 years, and you're like, hello, Jimmy, D, the rest of the committee. It's like, remember me? It's like, yeah, you interviewed twice last year. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to get passed up again, right? It's like, I don't know. You got to wait and see what McDaniels does. But like I said, it could just be a formality on Friday. They legit could just do this interview as like due diligence and say, yeah, this is a total waste of time. Like, we're going with Josh. You can just leave. Maybe they do this interview and say, you want to be a part of his staff? Make it worth your while. But I don't know what's going to happen. I guess it's just my duty to just sit back and see what happens. Gotta trust ownership. That's kind of hard to do when your ownership is kind of stupid. But I mean, just nothing else we can do. Nothing else we can do but sit here and wait. So that's going to wrap it up for this live stream. Shout out to everyone who came in here and chilled with your boy. Watch the Vikings beat the Niners. That'd be crazy. Skull! YouTube, Quantrill Bishop said he has sources. Belichick will be no. Dude, don't trust that guy, bro. If you like Stefanski would have a better leadership than McDaniels. Yeah. I like Stefanski's system too. You rely a lot on play action, which is what Baker thrives with. He thrives in play action. You watch him last year, he had his success with play action. Utilized on the running backs. Now, of course, the cool thing about McDaniels is he's kind of, he'll get you with those trick plays. I joined late. Did you pick the Vikings? Unfortunately, no. I picked the Niners. I don't know why he does. For clicks. It's called the clickbait. Joe Judge. I know, dude. For real, I saw the Panthers hired Matt Rule, and I'm like, the Giants are probably panicking right now. They're probably like, oh my God, where's that list of coaches we had? Oh my God, bro. And they're like, well, who should we hire? I mean, freaking Matt Rule is gone. I'm thinking, wait, Matt Rule got snagged up from the Panthers? And the only team that I felt like could have gotten McDaniels was the Panthers. I'm like, then I see the Giants. I'm like, who's that? That's my first words. Who's that? Joe Judge. Okay. So now looking at the NFC East, you got Doug Peterson from the Eagles, Super Bowl. You got Ron Rivera with the Redskins, very respectable, one of the best coaches out there. He demands respect. I guess you could say he's very, very good at what he does. Made a Super Bowl. Then you got, with the Cowboys, you got Mike McCarthy, has a Super Bowl. The Cowboys. And then you got the Giants. There's an image for all my Godzilla fans out there. There's an image of a King Ghidorah cartoon. The two of the faces are very serious, mean looking. That's the Redskins and the Cowboys during this coaching search. And then there's one that's kind of like, duh! That's the Giants. Man, and you're like, dude, do you think McDaniels could actually go to the Giants? And I'm like, do you really think McDaniels is going to want to deal with Gettleman? I mean, McDaniels wants to go to a place where the front office fits him. He ain't going to go and have to deal with Gettleman. No. If he was going to go there, he's going to fire. He's going to get rid of Gettleman. Gettleman would have been gone. Well, we're taking a good old time. That's why. I'd rather have us kind of take our time, with it than rush through it and pick the wrong guy again. But I mean, I don't. We've interviewed damn near everybody and their mother. I'm half expecting them to freaking announce that they're trying to interview someone else now. It's just the way they are. But at least they're being very precise with it. They're not rushing through it, and it's especially legit now because they're the last team around here. They don't have to worry about rushing or anything. Although I wouldn't take too long because you got to get coordinators and other coaches for real. I'm shocked no one wanted Ravens DC Martindale and pair him up with Joe Brady. I'm surprised as well. But, hey, that's what happens. Oh, yeah, you kid. Yeah. Want to get blocked? I'm just joking. I'm not going to block you. I don't block people. No. But I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I'm actually kind of scared because knowing the Haslams, they're going to freaking hire some random guy I've never heard of. They're going to pull a Gettleman and hire. No. They're going to freaking hire some guy like the Ball or whoever. No, they're going to hire Jim Schwartz to be the head coach. Yeah, right. No. Oh, man. But, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. Got 7 people watching. This weekend is going to be amazing. A college coach. Well, we're not going after college coaches. Yeah, they're going to hire me. Yeah. By the way, guys, I got an interview. What would you say? What would you guys think if I came on here one day and just said, I got an interview set up with the Browns to be their head coach? No, I'd be like, bro, you really think I'd rather stream the games than freaking be the head coach. I don't want to have to get ridiculed by freaking Browns fans 24/7. The thing is, though, I got a Twitter. So I'd be going on Twitter and I see people talking about me. I'm going to be like, man, these losers be talking about me, man. What do you want me to do? No, I'd be having Twitter. I'd be doing like polls, like what play should I run? What should my script be? That's funny. But for like the 6th time, it's a big club. If you have family members who coach in NFL, you could. Yeah, whatever. But that is going to wrap it up for this live stream. I will see you guys on Saturday for Vikings and Niners. Hopefully it's a good game. I don't want it to be no blowout. I want every game in this playoffs to be insane. I want it to be interesting. I want to actually have interest in it. I don't want to be sitting here like, God, will this game ever end? I don't want to be sleeping here like this, all right? I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be like, what's the score? Oh, damn. No, I don't want to be like that. I want it to be entertaining. And then again, I don't want it to be like freaking 0-0 after freaking 3 quarters. I don't want it to be as boring as the Super Bowl last year. That is boring. Like there's like 2 levels. There's Super Bowl, what was it, 53? And then there's Chiefs and Rams. There's either dull and boring or freaking insane. I want it kind of like right in the middle. Some defense and some offense. I want the score to be like around the 20s, 30s, around there. Do you live with anyone? I heard McDaniel's interview is Friday. Family during the week. Oh, really? I didn't hear about that. They're going to kind of. I heard the Giants didn't want to pay Rule big bucks and just went cheapest route with Judge. Yeah, I heard about that. Legit Rule called up the Giants and said, hey, yo, the Panthers are going to pay me big money. You going to do that? No? All right, well, peace out. I'm going to Carolina. Screw you. He didn't say screw you, but yeah, Broncos game was the worst Super Bowl recently I can remember. Are you talking about against the Seahawks? Yeah, that was horrible. But see you guys Saturday. This is like the 7th time I'm trying to end this freaking stream. But what's up, John McCoy? Gettleman is the worst GM ever. Honestly, yeah. Next to Sashi Brown. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Saturday. I'm probably going to see you before that because we're going to probably have a coach by then. So I guess when I find out this coaching search, I will do a video, maybe live stream later on that night or whatever, depending on when it is, and see who our new coach will be. Until then, I'm Crazy Dog 99. Let's go, Browns. Please get this coaching search right, Haslam's. Please. Pretty please. With friggin' sugar on top and friggin' chocolate syrup and the cherry and everything like that, you know? Man, in the words of one of my favorite characters from freaking The Godfather, you gotta give him an offer he can't refuse. When you see Mr. McDaniels walk in the door, you gotta give him an offer he can't refuse. You gotta walk him into that meeting room, sit him down in the chair, offer him a glass of champagne, and say, hey, see that paper right there? I need you to sign that. McDaniels looks at you like, what the heck is this? He's like, that's your contract, freaking doof. It's like, there's nothing on the paper. It's your contract. Just sign the paper, okay? Things are getting tight around here, okay? But dude, there's like nothing on the paper. Bro, like, come on, just sign the paper, all right? Like, fine, whatever. Damn. No, it ain't gonna go like that. But just freaking not, you know, you see McDaniels walk in the door, you treat him like a king, bro. You say, so did you have any other interviews? No? Really? Or, you know, you just walk him in the door and say, this is all this freaking formality. You're going to be our coach. All we need to do is decide who's going to be your coordinators. Here's a list. Pick one or two. You see that other list is coaches that we currently have. Pick who you want to keep and and everyone else will be booted out of here. Got to be better than Kitchens. It's already better than Kitchens. I mean, God, you look at the names that they interviewed last year. He barely recognized anybody. This year, they interviewed some pretty high caliber guys. So for like the 20,000th time, I'm Crazy Dog 99. I'll see you whenever the Browns get this coaching search thing done, and we're going to talk about our new coach. Hopefully, it's a good one. Stefanski or McDaniels or one of the dark horses. But yeah, I don't think we're getting Jason Garrett. He's going to the Giants. That's kind of ironic. Giants fans spent so many years clowning him, and now he might be your offensive coordinator. Good job, Giants. And I'm going to end with that. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Browns. And I'm out.